Last year, we introduced Android for Work, a new way to make Android awesome at work for employees and businesses. In Lollipop, we put some sugar-coated efforts into making Android devices suitable for managed deployments. IT admins can now securely deploy company-owned devices. They can also support Bring Your Own Device, or BYOD. I'm Jessica. I'm going to tell you how we've enhanced Android for Work in the M release, with even more APIs for device administration, a better, more polished BYOD experience, and an entirely new way to deploy devices called COSU. More about that later, but if you build or deploy apps for business, you will want to watch this video. Here's a quick recap for those of you who don't already know all about Android for Work. Millions of people are bringing their own devices to the workplace. In Android Lollipop, they can set up a secure work profile managed by their IT admin. The work profile contains apps and data that are separately administered. Users just install their company's enterprise mobility management app and sign in. Hooray! Another acronym, EMM. We've partnered with some great EMMs to bring Android for Work solutions to the market. We also added a way for companies to deploy corporate-owned devices on L. We call this model Device Owner, and it's perfect for when IT requires control over the whole device. All this is pretty much business as usual for the employee. Once they've enrolled their personal device, they see a work-badged version of the Play Store. Here, they can download enterprise apps that were approved by their employer. Personal and work apps are available side by side in the launcher. Work apps and notifications are badged so they're instantly recognizable. So, let's move to the new APIs in the M release. IT admins need to keep a handle on the amount of mobile data work apps are using. So we've added a new network usage API for the work profile. IT can even break down data usage by app. Admins can spend an enormous amount of time configuring access to corporate resources for each device. Well, we've addressed this issue with a new API that can install certificates from an IT-approved app. So now, users just enter corporate credentials once, and work apps have the necessary certificates to access resources securely. To make life easier for IT, they now have the ability to add read-only Wi-Fi configurations on corporate-owned devices. This way, they can ensure devices get on the corporate network with no hassle or accidental deletions. It will also reduce the volume of support requests. Work should never get in the way of using the device you know and love. So we've made a few improvements to work profiles to make the BYOD experience in M even better. Firstly, with both personal and work apps on the same device, users will now see a work icon in the status bar so they know when they're in a work app. Secondly, apps that set up virtual private networks are popular with consumers and used in business. IT will often deploy a VPN app into the work profile to provide secure access to corporate services. VPN apps will now appear in a unified settings control panel. We've refined the user experience so corporate VPN apps are clearly shown alongside personal ones. Finally, we've enhanced the context provider. Now, work contact names can be made available to system apps. So no more mystery calls from your boss. You'll see your boss's name instead of just a number. So far, we looked at how to make life easier for IT admins and better for users. Now, let's talk about an exciting new use for Android devices. Have you ever checked in for a flight, rented a car, or ordered room service? Wouldn't it be great if you could do that from a securely managed Android device in the terminal, at a kiosk, or in your hotel room? Android for Work now lets IT manage these devices. We call them COSU, corporate-owned single-use devices. In one single provisioning step, such as an NFC bump, IT can now set up a new device and lock it to an app. Device owners can use new APIs to manage apps on devices like these in public spaces. That's about it for our update on Android for Work in M. I really hope these work-related goodies make you as excited as we are. Our job is to make your job just a little bit easier by making Android even more tasty at work. My name is Jessica. Thanks for watching. I'd better get back to it.